Hey everybody, it's the Mad Master here. I'm doing a video. Oh shit, I'm driving right now. Hopefully I'll be okay. It's raining outside, it's pretty dark. Just doing a quick video about, this one's about why I never hunkered down and why I never social distanced. Pardon my dark and kind of decrepit looking self right now, but so I'm moving tomorrow to a new apartment, by the way. So I figured I'd do this one last video in my, well, I'm in my car, but before I move. God damn it, I'm like Zizek or whatever the fuck his name is, rubbing my face all the time. So this video is about why I never hunkered down and why I never social distance, other than for a short period of time in May of this year when there was a lockdown in Wisconsin. So this is the story, and I think I told this story a couple times, but I'm telling it again because I had some like realizations more recently about it, like tonight, because I go for these rides and I like talk to myself for hours and shit, figure stuff out in my life, and it's like a therapeutic thing that I do once in a while. Well, way too much, but you know, I'm gonna cut down on that probably because I don't have enough money for rent. I wouldn't have enough money spending all that gas money. I have to be very careful, is what I'm trying to say. So this is the deal, and this is what I think about my life in regards to why I don't social distance. Because I read this thing, so I'm part of this thing called Rune Soup now, which I'm very happy about because it's only $10 a month. So check it out. This guy, Gordon White, he's a magic, occult, you know, weird, esoteric kind of person. Talks about a lot of stuff. Got me into more of the astrology about what's going on with the whole virus stuff, because he talks about that. He talks about a lot of conspiracy stuff too. He had an article on his website about these polls that came out, and it's very revealing. There's a Gallup poll about what people do as far as, are people social distancing or hunkering down, as people said to do, certain people like Fauci. To be fair, what's funny about Fauci, not to be fair, but what's funny about Fauci is that recently he's come out and said this whole thing's going to be ending pretty soon because of the vaccine or something like that. It's like, oh, okay, well, I guess we have to do this till end of 2021. Wait, soon? I guess he says sooner than that, like, 6 months or whatever it sounds like he's saying. Which I actually predicted that before the vaccine thing was announced. I was like, yeah, it's by 6 more months or something like that. But of course, the repercussions of the vaccine thing, we'll have to see how that plays out. Like I talked about in my last video, or one of my last videos, about the Ticketmaster shit, and then they backed down on that. By the way, they backed down on the you will require a vaccine for entrance and stuff. And there's enough backlash. I think people are kind of fed up with some of this stuff. I think in a way that has an impact on the market. But that goes to my next point. So Gordon White posted this article on his website. I would recommend, by the way, if you want to take some classes on like the occult and magic and all this, like, I think there's some astrology, archaeology, all this crazy shit on his website. I would recommend, Rune Soup and visiting it, or listening to his podcast anyways. So anyways, he posted this Gallup poll that talked about what people are doing as far as, are they visiting with friends and family at this point in time because, the pandemic and stuff. And it was about 38% of people were not visiting friends or family at this point, or I can't remember exactly what they said, or not doing it much or something like that. And that made me think, that was actually not surprising because I'd read that before. I couldn't find the actual articles with the stuff about the stat as far as what people were doing, but I knew that stat was pretty accurate. And pardon the darkness here, but still driving. So that got me thinking, though, like, the reason why I don't do that, I did it for a short period of time. During the May lockdown, I didn't see anybody other than my roommate or like going to the store and stuff for like a month or two at that point. I think I did start not going to role-playing games with my friends in April. And then I didn't, you know, at the end of May, I started going again. Then my opinion had completely changed on the whole thing by then. I was never like super like coronitarian, as some people call it. I was never like, I always had questions. Like, I questioned a lot of the stuff that was going on, but I did have, and I still harbor some fears about the virus. But the fact of the matter is, the funny thing is that only about 4 people, I don't know if that's changed as of, you know, the last couple of days, 4 people in my county between the ages of 0 and 59 have died from the virus. From the virus! Figured I'd get one last thing before I move. Saying the virus word that way. The virus! I don't know if my roommate ever heard that, you know, but he's has kind of a little bit more of a different opinion than I do, to put it bluntly. So the fact of the matter is, oh shit. Is it still going? Okay, it's still going. All right. Probably get this done because the battery's kind of draining too. The fact of the matter is that I am a social person. I always thought, you know, I'm kind of quiet with new people and stuff. But I realized this year, especially like early on in the year, that I'm a very social person. I'm not like social in the way where I'm like have 1,000 friends, but I'm also not a person that's like like one of my friends said, oh, I was social distancing before it was cool. And I made fun of that in a video, if you recall. But I was never like that. I always need people around in some ways, my friends, or going out, you know. Like when I was with my ex-girlfriend, like we would just go out all the time. Like go to bars and shit. I love that. I love being around people. I'm not like, I think the difference between some people and me is like, if there's a band playing, I'm more annoyed. I'm more annoyed at situations where there's like a band playing that I don't like. Like I don't like going to a lot of shows, like unless, because I've been to so many shows over the years. I think part of it is like I was burnt out on shows. So when a few people that I knew that were getting more into the music scene over the years, I'm just like, well, I'm kind of burnt out of the music scene, but I'll go to a bar where music is playing, or, you know, go to a nice lounge kind of place and hang out with, you know, a girl I'm dating or whatever. I like that almost better than going to a show with someone that's super loud and fucking, you know, or just talking to people at a coffee shop. That is what I like. I like that kind of stuff. That's how I'm social. Or, you know, doing karaoke, or, you know, going to places, you know, just having conversations with people about all sorts of stuff. I love people. That's what I'm saying. Like, I am a social person. I would say I'm an introvert who is very extroverted in a lot of ways. I'm a performer. That's the thing. I like I like to be in the center of attention a lot of the time, just being honest. I like performing. I like performative, theatrical kind of ways of living, you know. That's why I got into like the pickup artist thing. Like, I just love like the idea of like hitting on girls everywhere, like just having this like performance kind of thing with it, like just cracking jokes and just having fun and, you know, just doing stuff like that. So when this lockdown happened, it was depressing, you know, and I realized that I'm just the type of person that wants to hang out with people. Not all the time. I like my alone time too. Don't get me wrong. I like my time, especially when I'm doing my projects and stuff, like my music, or, you know, whatever, these videos or whatever, or reading, or, you know, taking classes that I'm still doing and stuff. So I am a social person. So I don't think that, you know, I think that's why, like, in a way that I'm so pissed off about this, like hunkering down or not supposed to hang out with people and stuff. Like, I realized how social I am, because I used to be called shy and an introvert and all this stuff, because I don't talk at certain moments. But at the same time, I'll like I had this disco thing in middle school where I would disco dance in the middle of class. I was a class clown, but I was shy too. So it's kind of a dual personality, whatever, Gemini or whatever the fuck you want to call it. So yeah, that's one of the things that is fascinating to me, is that I'm actually a really social person, but I'm quiet. But the lockdowns and like or people but people social distancing, I don't like that. I just don't like that idea. And especially this year where I was heartbroken over my ex and stuff. And I was like, I'm getting older. I want to get this shit handled with my life, my career, my music, my hobbies, and my love life. I wanted to do that, and then this thing was pulled. All the rug was pulled under from me, and that's why I got so pissed. That's why I'm so reluctant to go along with I don't think that's the only. Obviously, that's not the only reason, but that's one of the reasons why I don't go with the narrative, is because it's selfish. I'll admit it. I'm selfish, But also, like, I was at my new apartment today. There was these young people. They weren't wearing masks or social distancing. They were just these college kids. Shit. This is so good. So yeah, I don't think it's like, and I didn't think, oh my God, they're just these selfish people killing grandma. Oh my God, they don't care about anybody else. Well, hey, who knows what their story is? It's like, you think that fucking these people are thinking about that? It's just like the whole thing. I might do more videos about this. Like I said, like this philosophical thing that I think about the philosophical implications of the shaming of people that aren't social distancing. Well, it looks like not a lot of people are doing that anyways. Hunkering down, social distancing, 60% of people aren't not doing it according to a Gallup poll. Are they all Trump-supporting, psychopathic, fucking selfish murderers? I highly doubt that. I don't think Trump is that popular, So I think that's just some food for thought. I mean, if people expect, one of the things is, like, I think if people were dying in the middle of the street, like that weird clip from China that happened, then maybe we would be social distancing. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of people, I think people are affected by this, but I think it's like there's so many mild cases and asymptomatic people that people are like, well, I probably will not die from it. 60, was it like 7,000 at this point between the ages of 1 and 45 or 1 and 50 have died from this, and probably most of them have had pre-existing conditions and shit for the most part. So of those people, doesn't mean we can't protect the elderly, but instead of telling people, oh, you can't hang out with your friends of the same age, and if you do, you have to wear masks outside 6 feet apart, that's just fucking unrealistic and just ridiculous for a 20-year-old to be expected to follow in that. For like what? For how long? They just, it's like, reminds me of the Soviet Union thing. Like, we're dizzy with success. Things will, I don't remember where this is from, but like, it's just around the corner, the harvest will go up, and it's just like, it keeps happening. It's just like, oh, we're back to square one. Oh, we gotta go, it's like over and over again. Like, there's no end in sight. Like, it just keeps recycling itself back and forth over and over again. No wonder people aren't fucking following the guidelines, because they keep saying, oh, we'll turn the corner. Oh, people are following the social distancing. That's why. Oh no, wait, no. Oh, the masks are working. Oh no, they're not. Oh, it's like they can't fucking make up their minds about what is going on with this, and obviously it's not working. So it's like they don't know what to say. Like, well, it looks like it went down. Oh no, well, the second wave. Oh, So my whole point about this is that people are going to do what they're going to do. People aren't going to be shamed into following the guidelines. If you want to if you want people to follow guidelines, make some better fucking guidelines. Make some better comparisons, make some better reasons for people following any of that shit. And there's no group of 25. I just was downtown. There's a bunch of people out. It wasn't a huge number of people. There was a bunch of people not wearing masks and stuff. And if you expect people to follow this shit, give people a better reason. Give people a reason they relate to more. You're not going to get people to follow this shit if it's not, like I said, it's going to have to be really extreme. They have caution fatigue. 9/11 is one thing that, I have caution fatigue about. We heard about the terror warnings Tom Ridge came out with every fucking night, the riot terror warning. Be careful, there's a terrorist attack coming up every fucking day. And now it's like, cases are going up, the hospitals will overflow. It's like, well, what if they don't? Oh, the ancillary hospital and state at the state fairgrounds there was 3 people there. Oh, they're gonna fill up quickly. Oh, weeks later, oh, we didn't fill up. Oh, that's because masks worked. But I thought the people weren't wearing masks, and they're asshole Trump supporters that don't wear masks. Oh, well, I don't know. It's like they're fucking making this shit up as they go along. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's a fucking fact. That's a fact. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what they're about. They don't know what this is all about. It's ridiculous. I'm just checking my gym is still open. I'm pretty sure it is. So, fact of the matter is, people don't know what the fuck they don't know what they're doing. They're incompetent and clueless. They don't know what the fuck's going on. They're going to continue to say all this stuff, and the news is going to say all this bad stuff, and then things won't be as bad as they said. They're just hedging they're hedging their best bets about oh, it's going to be really bad, and then it's not. Oh, it's like fucking Alex Jones. Well, we saved the New World Order back down after we posted these articles on our website over and over again. It wasn't as bad as we thought. It's like, you're hedging your fucking bets by being alarmist and fucking crazy. I don't know. Could be as bad as they say. I don't fucking know. Who knows? But I think telling people to not celebrate Thanksgiving or Christmas or, only outside or with a heater, like I did in my Rufus McDou's video a month ago, is before even people were saying this shit. Now they're actually saying this shit. It's like I was fucking prophetic. They're only outside with 6 feet apart with masks. The Thanksgiving, and wash your hands every 5 seconds. I think, was it Governor Whitmer that said something like that? It was like, what the fuck? And Governor Evers is like, stay safe, stay at home. I'm fucking moving. I can't stay at home, motherfucker. I have to move. I can't move all that shit by myself. I'm going to be helping. People are going to be helping me move. And, I expected not to hang out with people for a certain amount of time because we might get sick, or someone might get sick, or someone might spread it to someone we don't even know. When people, it's just it's fucking maddening. They just don't have, trying to put this a certain way, they don't know what they're doing. It seems almost like they're making up as they go along. They keep backtracking, going all over the place with this shit. They don't know how to communicate this in the right way. They don't know how to handle this in the right way. They don't know how to communicate, and they don't know how to tell people do these mandates. It's just oh, we're supposed to hold off on people until there's a vaccine. But even that, there's articles about don't hold your horses. You still have to do it even after the vaccine. Oh, at least until a certain amount of time. It's like they don't have a fucking answer. We want answers. We want the whys, hows, wheres, and whens. Especially the whens. It's like, people don't get the whens. They're gonna fucking live their life normally. And you know what? They may not fucking die. They might not even get sick. Obviously, the cases are a lot. But who are these cases? I was watching a thing on YouTube. The guy said the hospital is actually taking in asymptomatic people. I'm like, what? Do what now? Do what now? It's like, what the fuck? They're actually, for observation. So when you look at a graph, I think it was Massachusetts or something. I'd have to look it up. When you look at a graph at hospitalizations, these asymptomatic people would be included. What the fuck is that? This guy was like some kind of veteran health professional too. So I don't know. Whole thing's confusing as fuck. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. And I'm never gonna be on the side of people that will shame, because there's no way that shaming helps. You know, shaming people for living their lives or not wearing masks or whatever. It's fucking counterproductive. Obviously, it's counterproductive. I mean, we're having this crisis one way or the other. It's happening. I mean, supposedly deaths are going up again, but it's not as bad as it was, but it might go back up. Oh my God. Like the article was like, it might go back up. Almost like it's like welcoming it to go back up. That's the whole problem with this whole fucking thing. It's a fucking, what they call in reality transurfing, it's a fucking pendulum and this ancient magic thing called a tulpa. That's just wish fulfillment, like massive, like hypnosis, hysteria, fucking like thing that was manifested in a certain way. All these fucking zombie films, I don't know. I'm not saying like the zombie films cause this, like people, I don't know. I mean, those masks, like people with masks look like zombies. I wear a mask at the store and shit, but you know, it's just like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying, like, I only social distance for like a month and a half or whatever. I'm not gonna do it. If one of the people got sick that I game with, yeah, I would watch my symptoms. I probably would think, depending on what happened, to getting tested, but maybe not, depending on what happened. I'm not going to get tested like some of these people do. Like some of these ads, they'd say, I get tested for my community. Yeah. It's like, I'm not going to go fucking get tested. Why? Why get tested if I don't fucking have symptoms? It doesn't make any sense, you know? Unless someone, like I said, like if someone got really sick around me, be like, maybe, but like only if certain, you know, if I've like saw them, you know, and it'd been like only a couple days, I don't know. But as far as like these people that are getting tested just because they want to like help out or whatever the fuck, it's like, what the fuck, you know? It's like this badge of honor, like, oh, I'm going in to get tested for this virus that has killed 57 people in Dane County over 10 months or whatever. Oh my God, you know, it's like, I am such a great person, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you're not a fucking good person. I'm willing to bet you're a fucking Biden supporter, you know, who doesn't even give a fuck about the third world or the lockdowns and the fucking, you know, or you don't give a fuck about like the fact that your money goes to drone strikes, or you know, you're using a phone that's made by virtual slaves, you know, pretty much. So I think it's stupid. I think this whole thing I think it is going to wind down pretty soon. I know that I'll tell you why. Because Fauci said it would. And I'm not a fan of Fauci. I did my Fauci should be fired, you know, fire Fauci thing. But I think it's done. I think it's done. I think this thing's done. You got your fucking vaccine. You got your fucking vaccine, okay? You got what you wanted, whoever the fuck is in charge of this, you know? You got your vaccines and shit. You won. Wow. Congratulations, you fucking won. You destroyed the fucking economy. You destroyed people's lives. You fucking made people paranoid and fucking hysterical and crazy. And yeah, a few people died along the way too. Because you're fucking so stupid about how to handle this too. From the virus. Yeah, I'm saying it. People died from the fucking virus that could have been saved because people do these stupid fucking things like sending people to nursing homes. They're sending people back to nursing homes, like quarantining people in this way that would guarantee their death. Just fucking ridiculousness. Getting the viral load all focused in one area. Telling people to fucking go out and, that's just the flu. And then blaming Trump for it, even though these fucking politicians said the same thing. Trump said a lot of stupid shit, there's no doubt. He shouldn't have. I think the only mistake he made, though, is some of the shit he said in rallies and disbanding the pandemic team. Everything else, it would have just it would have been, it probably would have been the same fucking thing. I mean, I guess he could have locked down longer. Oh my God, that would have helped. Just keep locking down until it's gone over a 10-year period. Destroy our civilization. They closed my favorite coffee shop. I see restaurants closing. Fucking, it's ludicrous. It's insanity. The insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That's all I gotta say. Peace out. Like 6X and M or whatever the fuck it says. Anyways, bye.